Welcome back, Gemini. This is the general message for those who need it the most. September 13th through the 19th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into this week's astrology. The Uranus in Gemini retrograde energy will last until November 9th when it re-enters Taurus until February 4th, 2026. We are encouraged to choose our words carefully, to heal and change, focusing on listening to others and understanding their ideology. Then make up our mind and take steps towards change and trust in this process. On the 13th, the Sun in Virgo is conjunct Mercury in Virgo. This will inspire a very active mind. You may become easily distracted when listening to others, butting in, or letting your mind wander. This will highlight your thinking, communications, and short distance travel. It brings quick thinking, adaptability, and curiosity. On September 18th, Mercury enters Libra. You will notice communication becoming diplomatic, fair, and open to understanding others' perspectives to achieve balance and harmony. Valuing collaboration and seeking just outcomes. You may avoid confrontation during this transit. On September 19th, Venus enters Virgo. This is a great time to assert your worth, seeking new career opportunities. You will notice focusing on life's more practical matters. This is a time of getting down to the nitty-gritty so we can figure out what is working in our relationships and what isn't. Are you getting what you deserve? Then the week after, on the 21st, there's a solar eclipse in Virgo. It's the second new moon in Virgo as well this year. Let's get started, though. I'm using the Earth Woman Tarot for you today. We'll continue the astrology study next week. Let's get started, lovelies. This is your message for September 13th to the 19th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements of love and light only. Thank you, my lovely Geminis, for joining me here. Check the description box for anything else you may need to know. Let's pull the cards now. I was just getting an energy of rain. I thought it was raining outside for a second. Is it raining where you are? Do you need rain? Is there a lot of crying? Is there some tears? Are you making it rain? What's going on? Nine of Pentacles. It's in reverse. Page of Swords. In reverse. The Eight of Wands. There's some mirroring happening here in the past situation. There might have been a codependent situation. Things you couldn't say or speak might have happened fast. Might have also made you very dependent on them. The Two of Wands, a message of choice. The universe is presenting you options. Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so there could be a divorce, there could be disconnection, a separation, it could be a masculine disconnected. We have the Three of Swords. There's a big heartbreak here happening during this time for you, September 13th to the 19th. It's an unexpected message. This makes me feel like there's going to be a major loss of some kind, and you're having to make some plans now. The Emperor, the Magician in reverse, the Star in reverse. It's going to take you a long time to heal from this, but there's also someone around you that doesn't have the best intentions for you. This loss that you're feeling around this particular connection makes me feel like it's not necessarily like a love loss. It might be more of like a loss of a different kind. There's also you're just connecting, like someone was really deceptive in this connection or relationship, and there's still more truth yet to be uncovered, and it makes me feel like this was happening all along for whatever reason. Reconnecting with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Taurus. Got Aquarius here, Aquarius. A lot of pinpointing Aquarius. Not trying to say names. What is the... tell me more about this. Three of Swords energy, thank you. Four of Wands energy. So this tells me it's someone that means a lot to you, someone that you thought was going to be your end-all be-all. Now what about that? Someone who's reckless. Queen of Cups in reverse. Well, this tells me that it has a lot to do with someone that's not necessarily in good judgment, not necessarily healed. This person went through a lot of trauma themselves. The way that they grew up was very difficult. So you're kind of just seeing that being replayed out now. It's not them to blame or nothing. It's just something that needs to be made aware of. And it's up to them if they want to heal it or not. Now, if it's involving younger ones, then that makes it even more difficult. I don't see a lot of younger energy here. I do see Page of Swords, though, so there might be children involved. Okay, so tell me more about the Two of Wands. What is this about? Something's off the table. Tell me more about the Two of Wands. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Wands. This tells me this, like, well, what about them? What about their future? Why aren't you doing anything with this? This tells me that there's something that they might be hiding and not necessarily giving. So this kind of makes me feel like they're not using their full potential. So someone needs to make plans to allow the full potential to be had. So it's kind of like it needs to make plans ahead of time to have the best possible future for an outcome for a child, whereas the adult just doesn't care. Because, you know, they don't even care about their own future at that point. So then what's the challenge on all this for my lovely Geminis? Challenge is the perspective. Is it for you to worry about? Is it your karma? Perspective to worry about. Or the challenge and the perspective of this is to see the strength within the self instead of seeing how difficult it could be. What is the overall energy of this message for Gemini, September 13th to 19th? Thank you. Page of Wands in reverse. Feeling this would be like an energy of exhaustion, in essence, the not having a freaking clue or idea, and sometimes you just have to sit with it. Sometimes you have to feel. And the thing is, sometimes that feeling, that energy, that experience, that is the gift. How does songwriters, creators, artists make the best things out there? Well, they're very attuned to how they're feeling, and they put that out into the universe for others, because everybody has the ability to resonate, but not everybody can speak that same language. So it could be like an understanding of the how do I say this? An understanding of the universe to the point of realizing the blessing in the tiniest and the largest and the worst and the best of things. What is the outcome of this message? The Ace of Pentacles was what I was seeing here in that glowing thing, but it's actually the Page of Pentacles. So what you're going to do now is you're not going to let go of a particular experience. You're not going to fill that void, but you're also not going to feel left alone in this, because you're going to realize that your pain could also be used for purpose. Love that. So then, bam, you could be making major massive hits, creating masterpieces, works of art, moving culture, in essence. Wow. So then what's the challenge? King of Swords. Challenge could be like not telling all your secrets, not saying everything and anything. Like, this is about being a little bit more strategic, being very analytical and very conscious, in essence. And you're going to become a master of that as you go through the course of this week and into the weeks to come, okay? Thank you so much for joining me here. This is your message, my lovely Gemini, for September 13th and 19th. I'll see what I see next.